The Bold and the Beautiful early spoilers, October 28. November 1 sees Steffy Forrester losing her cool, and she is plotting some possible firings. Carter Walton blindsided Steffy. He brought in Ivy Forrester and Electra Forrester to pitch a new jewelry line, so Steffy felt steamrolled by the pitch, and she introduced Carter as the COO for now. So this hints at possible changes in the company. On Bold and the Beautiful, Electra runs into Will Spencer, and he is excited to meet her. Will even put a dropped ring onto her finger. The good news is her contract status suggests that the jewelry line might find its place at FC. The Bold and the Beautiful early spoilers, Steffy Forrester plots to fire Carter Walton. The Bold and the Beautiful early spoilers see Steffy's anger about the jewelry line pitch isn't about the designs themselves. She admires Ivy's work, and she knows that Ivy learned from her mentor, Quinn Fuller. The issue is Carter's vision for a House of Forrester concept, and it includes a shift in the company's focus. Carter's motivation impressed Hope Logan, and it adds a personal connection to the business decision. Ivy is not happy with Steffy's attitude on Bold and the Beautiful, so she took it to Eric Forrester, and she suggested that Steffy is letting personal grudges get in the way of the company's success. Steffy complained to Ridge Forrester about his best friend, Carter. B&B. Eric Forrester may keep Ivy and Electra at FC and Halloween Wilderness for Sheila Carter. B&B spoilers for next week suggest Eric may allow Ivy and Electra to join Forrester Creations. He wants to keep family close after his brother's death. Steffy may push for Carter's dismissal, but his close ties to Eric and Ridge could make that hard. Intern Will is sure to be wowed by Electra and will want her to stay. Also on Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor Hayes will probably support Steffy, so she'll question Carter's motives. Brooke Logan will likely side with Hope, Carter, and Eric. Ridge will be caught in the middle of the drama. The Bold and the Beautiful fans can also look forward to a special Halloween episode on Thursday, October 31st. Sheila Carter and Deacon Sharp are at Il Giardino with a spooky set. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Soap Spectrum. I am Emily here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. Get ready for explosive drama on The Bold and the Beautiful as the episode airing on October 25, 2024, promises major confrontations and shocking revelations. Hope struggles with the truth. Hope Logan continues to face the fallout from her recent decisions, but now she's forced to confront her true feelings for Thomas Forrester. Will she finally come clean or continue to hide her emotions from Liam? The truth could destroy everything she's worked to build with her family. Liam's fight for his marriage. Liam Spencer is more determined than ever to save his marriage. But as secrets unfold and the pressure mounts, he might discover that Hope's feelings for Thomas go deeper than he anticipated. Will Liam be able to salvage what remains of their relationship, or is he fighting a losing battle? Steffy faces an unexpected challenge. Meanwhile, Steffy Forrester is blindsided by a shocking revelation that could threaten her position at Forrester Creations. As family tensions rise, Steffy must fight to keep her place within the company and protect her legacy. But who is behind this surprise twist, and how will Steffy handle the situation? Ridge and Brooke at odds again. As Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan try to navigate the chaos around them, they find themselves on opposite sides of another family conflict. Their ongoing power struggle could push their relationship to the brink once more. Can they find common ground before it's too late? Carter's next move. Carter Walton faces a career crisis after recent tensions with Forrester Creations. His future at the company hangs in the balance, and the choices he makes now will define his path. Will Carter find a way to regain his standing, or is this the end of the road for him? Tune into The Bold and the Beautiful on October 25, 2024 for a jam-packed episode full of drama, betrayal, and unexpected twists. On the October 25, 2024 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Tensions rise at Forrester Creations, and personal feelings clash with business decisions. Steffy is not thrilled when Ivy and Electra make a grand entrance, promoting their new jewelry collection. After reviewing the pieces, Steffy finds herself unimpressed and vocalizes her disapproval of the project. She believes that the launch of the collection isn't aligned with Forrester Creations' current goals and doesn't see its potential success. Ivy, on the other hand, feels that Steffy's personal bias is clouding her judgment. She accuses Steffy of letting emotions get in the way of the company's best interests, a major misstep for someone in a leadership role. Ivy is adamant that business should come first, and Steffy's emotions should take a backseat when making important decisions. In stark contrast, Eric sees promise in Ivy and Electra's project. Though Eric is no longer actively involved in the company's day-to-day operations, his opinion still carries significant weight. He grants Ridge and Steffy full authority to make the final decisions, but it's clear that his approval of the jewelry line has left Steffy in a tough spot. She can't entirely dismiss Eric's perspective, even if she doesn't agree. Meanwhile, personal matters continue to complicate Ridge's life. His growing closeness with Taylor is creating a wedge between him and Brooke. Ridge has been spending an increasing amount of time with Taylor, which has raised Brooke's suspicions and frustration. Despite Ridge's attempts to explain his relationship with Taylor, Brooke can't shake the feeling that there's more going on than meets the eye. The couple continues to argue, pushing Ridge further away from Brooke and toward Taylor. Brooke's inability to accept Ridge's connection with Taylor leaves the door wide open for Taylor to swoop in and rekindle their past romance. After a heated confrontation with Brooke, Ridge finds solace in Taylor's presence. As he vents his frustrations about both his personal life and the pressures at work, Taylor offers him a listening ear and much-needed comfort. This emotional support only deepens their bond, leaving viewers to wonder whether Ridge's feelings for Taylor will grow stronger, leading to a potential romantic rekindling. In another part of town, Sheila is up to her usual antics at Il Giardino, where she works during the Halloween season. In true Sheila fashion, she's dressed in a witch costume, which seems to perfectly suit her eccentric and unpredictable personality. The restaurant embraces the spooky season with a special Halloween-themed menu, even going so far as to add a dish inspired by Sheila's notorious past, including her infamous lost toe. While serving Carter at the restaurant, Sheila seizes the opportunity to pry into his personal life. She directly asks Carter about his relationship with Hope, which raises eyebrows given Hope's connection as Deacon's daughter. Sheila naturally has her own reasons for taking an interest in Hope and Carter's dynamic, sensing that something deeper might be brewing between them. Sheila's curiosity leaves Carter caught off guard as she subtly probes into whether his feelings for Hope are genuine. With tensions running high across both personal and professional fronts, this episode of The Bold and the Beautiful promises drama, unresolved conflicts, and the potential for shifting relationships. Steffy's struggle to balance emotions with business, Ridge's growing closeness with Taylor, and Sheila's meddling set the stage for an explosive future at Forrester Creations. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Will Spencer is already quite enamored with Electra Forrester. Although Will doesn't know Electra's last name or much about her, she definitely got his attention with her beauty and sweet smile. Now Will's going to be on a mission to uncover more about Electra and ultimately get better acquainted. Zende Forrester Dominguez wasn't familiar with Electra, but it won't be long until Will finds out she's indeed a Forrester. Unfortunately, that could be a problem depending on how things play out with Steffy Forrester. Electra was in kindergarten the last time Steffy saw her, so she was thrilled to see Ivy Forrester's niece, all grown up and in Los Angeles. Whether the jewelry line gets revived or not, there'll surely be a place at Forrester Creations for Electra. Steffy could make Electra an intern and become a real mentor to her. Since Steffy had such a warm reaction to seeing Electra again, it's easy to imagine her taking Electra under her wing and really showing her the ropes. Steffy may play up the fact that they're both foresters and try to put Electra on a very particular path. Perhaps Steffy will insist that if Electra does what she's told and plays her cards right, she might become CEO herself one day. Advertisement. Whatever the case, it feels like B&B plans to create a strong Steffy and Electra bond. That could spell trouble for Will since he's both a Logan and a Spencer. Once Steffy gets a whiff of the romance developing between Will and Electra, she may try to shut it down. Steffy might tell Electra that a Logan-Spencer man is the worst kind to fall for. We all know how much Steffy hates the Logans, but she doesn't have a good track record with Spencer men either, particularly Liam Spencer, since he flip-flopped so often over the years. Steffy might scare Electra away from Will, or at least try to. Maybe Steffy will make a prediction about the heartbreak Electra will face if she gets involved with someone who's a member of the Logan and Spencer families. Steffy might even play matchmaker for Electra and someone else if she senses Will's trying to pull her too close. Then again, Steffy might argue that Electra has to really focus if she wants to accomplish all her goals. We might see Steffy urge Electra to concentrate on her career right now and avoid boys entirely. Of course, Will and Electra already have a magnetic pull between them, so it's just a matter of time until they get together. Even so, the bold and the beautiful spoilers hint that Steffy may create some hurdles along the way, so we'll bring you updates on any bad news that might be looming. CTL will have other great bold and the beautiful spoilers, predictions, news, and updates to check out, so make us your top B&B source. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Carter Walton has some controversial ideas about the future of Forrester Creations. From where Carter is standing, Steffy Forrester is playing it too safe and not taking the risks that could reward them in spectacular ways. Instead of playing it so safe, Carter feels like they need to be thinking bigger and taking gambles when necessary. If they're willing to go after all the mergers and acquisitions that Carter's suggesting, the sky's the limit on turning Forrester Creations into the ultimate luxury brand. Carter is seeing tons of dollar signs ahead of them if they embrace his vision for the Forrester umbrella. However, it often takes money to make money. What Carter is proposing will require a ton of financial backing, so Steffy and Ridge Forrester may put up quite a fight. Carter already insisted Hope for the future needed more than just time and pushed for additional funding to help it bounce back. Now Carter wants to revive the jewelry line and acquire a bunch of other things that'll drain the Forrester bank accounts. If Ridge and especially Steffy shut Carter down, will Hope make a sacrifice for his sake? What if Hope surrenders her line to free up some funding for Carter's grand plan? Even if Hope's funding isn't all that much, it could be a symbolic gesture and prove she has real faith in Carter's proposal. Hope might be willing to give up her baby and send a clear message to Steffy in the process. Since Carter is pushing for this brand new vision, Hope might show she's willing to let go of the past. Steffy has threatened to cut Hope for the future so many times, so it'd be an interesting B&B twist if Hope gave it up voluntarily. It could be a sacrifice to support Carter and bring him closer to Hope, so stick with us for updates on any shocking news she might deliver. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Carter will continue making exciting predictions about Forrester's future, so stay tuned to see if he'll get the chance to help the company shine. CTL's where you want to be for hot, bold, and the beautiful spoilers, predictions, news, and updates, so make us your top B&B source. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates tease John Finnegan will keep dedicating his time at the hospital, utilizing his medical skills to their fullest potential. The series portrays Finn almost like a superhero, consistently coming to the rescue in critical moments. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. His wife Steffy Forrester sure thinks he's a hero. Steffy Forrester undeniably sees Finn as a hero, especially after he has rescued her on multiple occasions. Obviously, that's including the recent incident where she was trapped in the twisted Luna Nozawa's cage. Yet, Finn's heroism extends beyond Steffy. He has also been a hero for his patients, such as Sheila Sharp and notably Eric Forrester, saving their lives. With the show emphasizing Finn's heroic persona, it opens the door for an intriguing storyline where Finn faces a challenge that brings him back down to Earth. Showcasing his vulnerabilities would remind everyone that he is just as human as the rest of us. B and B spoilers. What if Finn Finnegan made a fatal mistake? Finn is usually the go-to person for solutions at work, always ready to step up when needed. But what if he were to falter on a specific case? Imagine the consequences if he misdiagnoses a patient, leading to devastating outcomes, or worse, administers the wrong medication or dosage. The results could very well be fatal. The series has already introduced the intriguing detail of two Dr. Finnegans at the hospital where Finn is employed in the same hospital and same department with his mother, Lee Finnegan. This could create a twist if Finn mistakenly receives test results intended for Lie, believing he can intervene, and depending upon the patient's condition, this could result in dire consequences. It's possible that Lie could end up facing the fallout from Finn's error, even being charged with malpractice and adding an extra layer of tension to the storyline. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. How would Finn cope if he lost a patient? It would certainly be intriguing to see how Finn handles the emotional fallout of losing a patient due to his own actions. The whole time he's been there, it hasn't happened. This situation could leave him feeling vulnerable, potentially driving him to seek solace from Sheila, which could escalate the tension in his marriage. It's likely that Sheila would take advantage of this opportunity to deepen her connection with Finn, since even though Lie loves him, she lacks empathy. Regardless, both Finn and Steffy are in need of a fresh storyline, and we'll keep you posted on what might unfold next. The bold and the beautiful hints that soapy trouble is always lurking, so stay tuned for the latest updates on what lies ahead for Steffy and Finn. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with B and B right now. Come back here often for the bold and the beautiful spoilers, news, and updates. Bombshell news, Steffy, Liam, and Carter's shocking revelations. What's next for Forrester Creations? The drama in the bold and the beautiful continues to escalate as Steffy Forrester, Carter Walton, and Liam Spencer face significant challenges, leading to stunning developments that could change the direction of Forrester Creations forever. Fans were left in shock as the episode delivered game-changing moments, with Carter's bold ambitions threatening to disrupt the status quo. Carter Walton's ambitious vision. Carter Walton, known for his steady role as the Chief Operating Officer of Forrester Creations, has bigger dreams than simply managing the day-to-day operations. In this episode, he proposed a grand plan to expand the company beyond fashion, diving into sectors like fragrances, leather goods, and even alcohol. His vision is to elevate Forrester Creations into a luxury conglomerate through mergers and acquisitions. However, this ambition is met with resistance from Steffy Forrester, who views his aggressive push as risky and ill-timed. Steffy Forrester's reluctance. As the CEO of Forrester Creations, Steffy is cautious about making radical changes, especially with the company already facing declining sales for Hope Logan's fashion line, Hope for the Future. Steffy fears that Carter's plans could further destabilize the company. Her rejection of Carter's proposal to revive the jewelry line, previously run by Ivy Forrester, only intensifies the brewing tension. Steffy's protective stance over Forrester's heritage and cautious approach contrasts starkly with Carter's daring strategy. The power struggle begins. Carter's determination to make his vision a reality sets the stage for a fierce power struggle within the company. While Hope Logan supports Carter's vision, believing it could be the game-changer Forrester needs, Steffy remains skeptical. The internal conflict is compounded by the involvement of Eric Forrester, who sides with Carter and Ivy in support of bringing back the jewelry line, adding fuel to the fire. Ivy Forrester and Electra's return. Ivy Forrester's return to Forrester Creations, alongside her niece Electra, brings additional layers to the unfolding drama. Ivy, eager to revitalize the jewelry business, finds herself caught in the crossfire between Steffy and Carter. Electra, a new face at Forrester, shows a keen interest in fashion and jewelry, but her presence raises questions about her future role in the family business. Will she bridge the gap between the conflicting visions of Steffy and Carter, or will she find herself sidelined in the growing power struggle? A family on the brink. The battle between Steffy and Carter is not just about business, it's personal. Steffy feels her authority as CEO is being undermined by Carter's relentless pursuit of his goals. Meanwhile, Carter is fighting to prove his worth, hoping to push Forrester into new and lucrative markets. As tensions rise, the fate of the company and the family hangs in the balance. What's next? With alliances shifting and power plays in motion, The Bold and the Beautiful is set for even more explosive drama. Will Ridge Forrester side with his daughter Steffy, or will he be swayed by Carter's ambitious vision for the future of the company? Can Ivy and Electra bring a fresh perspective that unites the family, or will their return further divide them? As the battle lines are drawn, fans can only wait in anticipation to see who will come out on top. One thing is for certain, the future of Forrester Creations will never be the same. Hope Logan's love life is currently messier than a toddler's graffiti on The Bold and the Beautiful. She has man-hopped more in the last few months than her entire life combined. However, currently her heart seems settled on Carter, and for all the right reasons. He is single, available, dependable, and is absolutely enamored with her. But then, as soon as she decided to get away from her Finn obsession and focus entirely on Carter, a new trouble popped its head. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers confirm that Liam Spencer wants to give his relationship with Hope another chance. He even tried to pull at her heartstrings by bringing up Beth and the happiness their little girl could have if they became reunited as a family. Yet it seems Hope is not really interested in getting back with Liam. Currently, she only has eyes for Carter Walton and his hot bod. We are not complaining at all. However, it is also true that Hope has a hard time sticking to a man for long. Perhaps she has developed a fear of commitment. Does that mean Carter Walton won't last long either? Well, it is a possibility. The possibility will become more real if Liam starts to turn the right key to Hope's heart. But what is this key, you may ask? Well, Hope has developed a tendency to chase men she can't have. Case in point, Finn. So if Liam lets go of the idea of being with Hope and shifts his entire focus to someone else, let's say Ivy Forrester, then he may actually start catching Hope's attention more than ever. While he's at it, he could also start taking a stand against Steffy. Now that would just amp up the sexy factor in Hope's eyes. In fact, Liam has the perfect opportunity to do that while pursuing Ivy. Steffy does not want to bring Ivy and Electra on board at FC. So if Liam starts to voice that Steffy is making a mistake, he would most certainly have Hope's ears. In short, the biggest and easiest route to Hope's heart would be to take a stand against her nemesis, Steffy Forrester, and maybe act a little aloof toward Hope. But can Liam really do that? Stay tuned to Soap Opera Daily for more The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers to find out what he decides to do next. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. In Forrester's design office, Hope urges Carter to run with his vision for the company. She's sure Ridge will listen. Carter says he'll have to do more than listen. He'll have to realize his plan is a game changer. Hope loves to see him so excited. Carter tells her how much it means to have her support. Hope tells him, "I believe in you." Carter goes on about having a big problem with Steffy not being willing to consider his ideas of hear Ivy out. Hope thinks she doesn't want her line to succeed, but Carter really cares about the company. He wants to grow it, and that is something that Ridge deserves to hear. "Ridge is your friend. Talk to him, she's sure he'll listen. This is your moment, Carter." In the main office, Steffy tells Ridge she's seriously questioning Carter's judgment. Ridge guesses it's because of the way he's pushing Hope's line. Steffy says the buyers are dropping it. They don't have faith in them anymore. She then tells Ridge that Ivy was there. Carter wants to revamp the jewelry line to help promote Hope for the future. Ridge asks what Steffy said to the idea. Steffy replies, "I said no." At the Forrester mansion, Eric greets Ivy with a hug and chastises her for staying away so long. He turns to Electra and tells her that her grandfather would be so proud of the young woman she's become. He hugs her. Eric asks how long they're staying. Ivy tells him she's there to reboot the jewelry line, but she doesn't think it will be a possibility. Eric frowns. Why not? Ivy says, "Steffy." In a room full of gowns and shoes at Forrester, Zendi tells Will that inspiration can strike at the strangest times. He shows him a sketch as Will marvels that he ditched a concert for this. Zendi tells Will that the modes go crazy for him and muses about showing Hope the sketch for ideas to accessorize. Will mentions he met a girl yesterday who said she was hoping to work on a jewelry line. Zendi tells Will that Forrester doesn't have a jewelry line. Maybe he heard wrong. "Let me guess, was she cute?" Will says she caught his eye. Zend asks her name. Will grins, "Electra." At the Forrester mansion, Ivy and Electra go through family photo albums as Eric updates them that Donna's stuck in traffic and hopes to be there soon. Electra tells him she loves jewelry and fashion and has been following Ivy and Steffy's careers since she was little. Eric's not surprised, it's in her DNA. He's dismayed to hear that Ivy hasn't spoken to Quinn. Ivy plans to take what she taught her and make the line and make it as successful as it once was. If only Steffy felt the same way. More exclusive. Heather Tom recalls story that broke Katie. In the main office, Ridge marvels at Electra being in town with Ivy. They discuss revamping the jewelry line. Steffy feels their resources are already spread thin. Ridge says the jewelry line was successful. Steffy says that was when Quinn was in charge. She was seasoned. She happens to think Ivy is very talented, and she likes the idea of bringing the line back, but it would be a gamble right now. Ridge says Carter will disagree. Steffy's already concerned about Carter and him fighting for Hope's line. It makes her think something else is going on. In the design office, Carter tells Hope his dreams are way bigger than Ivy and the jewelry line. He's gone to Ridge and Steffy before, but they wouldn't listen. Hope muses that they're risk-averse. Carter feels they're holding them back. Hope says, "Don't let them, Carter. He's kind and, in this instance, maybe he's being too nice. He is COO and can call a meeting." She's sure they'll see him as a leader with a strong vision for the future of the company. More B&B Halloween preview. In the staging room, Zendi tells Will he's never heard of anyone named Electra who works there. His phone goes off, and he says Steffy wants to see him in the CEO office. Zend exits, and Will flashes back to running into Electra. At the Forrester mansion, Eric loves the idea of rebooting the jewelry line and tells Ivy and Electra he'll speak to Steffy. Ivy doesn't want her to think they've gone over her head. Eric assures her that Steffy and Ridge have the best interests of Forrester at heart. If Carter thinks this is a good idea, he thinks they should listen. Ivy thanks Eric for his support. Electra gushes that she'd love to work with his Aunt Ivy. Eric learns they're staying at a hotel and insists they stay there. He knows how proud his brother would be of the two of them, and of course they'll stay in the Forrester family home. Ivy hugs him. More Ivy's return will ruin Hope's chances for romance. In the main office, Steffy and Ridge tell Zend the news on Hope's line isn't good from the buyers. They'd assure him his designs are top-notch, but the numbers aren't what they need to be. Zendy protests that they've been doing everything they can to turn things around. Hope and Carter arrive, and Steffy updates them on the conversation. Zendy tells them that some of the buyers have started to bail. Steffy doesn't think they have a choice this time. "I think we have to cut the funding, or cut it completely." Hope begins to protest, but Carter interrupts. He'd like to move beyond this to a new mindset. They need to think outside the box to guarantee Forrester's future is bigger than they've ever dreamed of if they'll hear him out. Ridge asks, "What are you suggesting?" More, Lawrence St. Victor on Carter/Steffy clash. Steffy tells Carter he always knows how she feels about rebooting the jewelry line and warns no amount of grandstanding is going to paint Hope for the future in a better light. Carter says Ivy and the jewelry line is just one small part of his bigger plan. He's been planning this for months and is not a whim. Ridge shrugs, "Go on." Carter wants to expand the company via mergers and acquisitions to pull them under a luxury umbrella. Fragrances, spirits, leather goods, the sky is the limit. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Instead of saying not to Ivy or cutting Hope's line, he wants them to think on a grand scale. They can do it today. In a shocking turn of events on The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna finds herself behind bars, but the surprises don't stop there. As Luna adjusts to life in prison, she receives unexpected visitors that will change everything for her. Luna's imprisonment shakes everyone. After a stunning revelation leads to Luna's arrest, her world is turned upside down. With no one expecting such a turn of events, her time in prison becomes a major focal point for the characters in Bold and the Beautiful. Tension rises as secrets about why Luna ended up behind bars begin to surface, and it's clear there's more to this story than meets the eye. Surprise visitors shake up Luna's world. Just when Luna thought things couldn't get worse, she's stunned by two unexpected visitors. These surprise prison guests have their own agendas, and their arrival brings a whirlwind of emotions and new plot twists. Are they there to help Luna, or do they have their own motives for confronting her in such a vulnerable state? A new plot twist unfolds. The visitors might hold the key to Luna's fate, and their interactions with her could either save her or push her deeper into trouble. With Bold and the Beautiful known for its dramatic twists, this latest development promises to keep fans on the edge of their seats as Luna's storyline takes an unpredictable turn. Expect intense confrontations, hidden agendas, and jaw-dropping revelations as Luna faces these surprise visitors. What they reveal could change everything, not just for her but for other key players in the show. Stay tuned as Luna's prison ordeal becomes a centerpiece of Bold and the Beautiful drama. In a shocking twist on The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester might be facing her most difficult battle yet, against none other than her own family. Rumors are swirling that Eric Forrester could make the devastating decision to fire his granddaughter from Forrester Creations, and the forces working against Steffy may be stronger than ever. Family betrayal? Whispers in the boardroom suggest that Steffy's position at Forrester Creations is in jeopardy. Could Eric be influenced by hidden enemies or even close allies who want Steffy out of the company for good? Quinn and Ridge are rumored to be on different sides of this battle, and the tension is reaching new heights. Enemies unite? Steffy has accumulated many enemies over the years, but now they may be banding together to orchestrate her downfall. Could Thomas, with his ongoing struggles and desire for power, have a hand in this shocking plot? Or will outside forces like Bill Spencer and Shayla Carter find a way to make this power play a reality? The ultimate betrayal. If Steffy is fired, it could tear the Forrester family apart. The move would send shockwaves through Los Angeles, and Steffy would be left picking up the pieces of both her career and her relationship with her grandfather. The question remains, Will Eric Forrester really axe Steffy, or will her enemy's plans unravel before it's too late? Fans should brace themselves for the explosive fallout in the episodes ahead. Stay tuned for what could be one of the biggest power struggles ever seen on The Bold and the Beautiful. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that a surprising new feud has emerged at Forrester Creations. It feels a little contrived for Carter Walton to be going up against Steffy Forrester out of nowhere, but at least it's something different. Now that Steffy and Carter are being pitted against each other as business rivals, we have to take a closer look at the conflict and figure out who to root for. Are you Team Steffy or Team Carter? For starters, we should acknowledge that Steffy is co-CEO, so she's Carter's boss. You could certainly argue that Carter isn't respecting that, especially since he went behind Steffy's back to arrange the revived jewelry line pitch. B&B fans also can't ignore the fact that Carter's belief in Hope for the future didn't happen until he was trying to get Hope Logan in bed. This has become bigger than just Hope's line, but there's no denying that Carter wants to help Steffy's longtime adversary, and that's playing a role in this feud as well. Part of Carter may want to emerge victorious over Steffy because of how she's hindered Hope. That said, there's some truth to Carter's claims that Steffy has let personal issues affect business decisions. Steffy was against Brooke Logan taking center stage on the Brooks Bedroom reboot, but she was wrong based on the successful numbers. It's easy to see why Carter might push back in other situations where he thinks Forrester Creations can succeed, no matter what Steffy's past resentments are. It seems like Steffy could have at least looked at Ivy Forrester and Electra Forrester's designs before shutting the whole jewelry line down. Is Steffy really that busy that she couldn't stroll down to the salon and take a glance? Considering all the breaks Steffy takes to make out with John Finnegan, she surely could have found the time. That doesn't mean Steffy had to approve, but the fair thing to do would have been to check out the jewelry designs and then make the decision. On the other hand, maybe Steffy felt the need to establish some boundaries and let Carter know it wasn't out to ambush her. It could have been a power move designed to put Carter in his place, and maybe Carter indeed deserves to be put in his place a bit here. Bottom line, there are good reasons to support either side of this Forrester Creations rivalry, which is only going to heat up now that Carter's got another pitch on the horizon. Who are you rooting for? Team Steffy or Team Carter? Which side do you think will come out on top? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Carter and Steffy's feud will bring a lot more drama to the office. So stick with us for predictions on the outcome and updates on all the shocking news ahead. CDL's where you want to be for fantastic Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, predictions, news, and updates. So make us your favorite B&B hotspot. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Taylor Hayes has been doing her part to find peace and a path to healing. Taylor previously thought she had heart failure, but Dr. Grace Buckingham informed her she actually had broken heart syndrome instead. Although Taylor was skeptical of the new diagnosis at first, she eventually came to accept it and even tried an idea that was outside her comfort zone. Ridge Forrester's healer plan worked out well since Taylor seemingly had a major emotional release. Between the chakra realignment and all those emotions pouring out, Taylor is definitely feeling better these days. Plus, Taylor is taking the medications Grace prescribed, so she's doing her best to make improvements ahead of her next cardiologist appointment. With all that in mind, we should start thinking about what Taylor's next lab results will look like. There could be a twist brewing depending on how B&B wants to play this. Will all Taylor's efforts lead to a positive report? Is the medical portion of this storyline almost over? It's possible Taylor's lab results will look much better this time around. Dr. Buckingham may tell Taylor to just keep doing what she's doing, which obviously includes all this bonding time with Ridge since it's paying off. Taylor and Ridge may have a reason to celebrate, so the twist could be that good news brings them even closer. Ridge and Taylor might even share a kiss once they're connecting over their relief. Then again, Grace might look at Taylor's new lab results and admit the numbers still aren't where she wants them to be. It's even possible Taylor will have another fainting spell or some other setback that speeds up the timeline of her doctor's visit. In that case, B and B could twist things another way if the lab results are negative, and that's what seals the deal on Ridge reuniting with Taylor. Ridge could be pulled further in Taylor's direction as her broken heart syndrome drama continues. Our predictions hint that Taylor and Ridge could be gearing up for another romantic chapter no matter what, so we'll pass along updates on their future together. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Brooke Logan may have to accept that Ridge and Taylor are going to be an item again, so stay tuned. CDL is where you want to be for hot, bold, and the beautiful spoilers, predictions, updates, and news, so stop by regularly for more details. In the latest twist on the bold and the beautiful, Ridge Forrester finds himself on the receiving end of the emotional turmoil he's so often dished out to others. As secrets unravel and past mistakes resurface, Ridge's journey takes an unexpected turn that promises to keep fans on the edge of their seats. A familiar pain, Ridge has always been the master of manipulation, using his charm and influence to navigate the complex relationships within the Forrester family. However, his recent actions may come back to haunt him as those he has wronged band together to confront him. This time, he's not the one calling the shots, and the stakes have never been higher. A reckoning approaches. As old wounds reopen, Ridge must face the consequences of his choices. Friends and family, who have been pushed aside in his quest for control, are ready to stand up and fight back. Will he finally understand the pain he has caused, or will he continue to resist accountability? New alliances. The brewing conflict could lead to surprising alliances as characters rally against Ridge. Expect unexpected partnerships to form as they strategize to outsmart him. Who will rise to the challenge, and what lengths will they go to in order to teach Ridge a lesson he won't forget? The aftermath. As the dust settles, viewers can anticipate powerful moments of reflection and growth for Ridge. This experience may force him to reevaluate his actions and relationships. Can he mend the bridges he's burned, or is it too late for redemption? With Ridge facing a reckoning like never before, the bold and the beautiful continues to deliver the high-stakes drama that fans love. Be sure to tune in to see how Ridge navigates this turbulent chapter and what it means for his future in the Forrester family. Taylor Hayes finds herself in a heart-wrenching health crisis that's shaken the Forrester family. What started as minor heart pains quickly spiraled when Dr. Grace mistakenly took the medical records of another patient with the same name as Taylor, leading to a dangerous misdiagnosis. Initially, Grace's reports suggested Taylor's health was manageable, so neither Taylor nor her loved ones anticipated the gravity of her symptoms. However, the frequent and intense pain Taylor began to experience hinted otherwise, leading her daughter Steffy to question whether Grace's diagnosis was wrong. Adding to the stress, Brooke's unexpected confrontation with Taylor escalated tensions. Their argument triggered a pounding chest pain in Taylor, nearly causing her to collapse. Though she managed to steady herself with painkillers, the incident deepened her unease about her health. She found herself in an unrelenting cycle of physical and emotional turmoil, stuck in a rivalry with Brooke, while Ridge continued to waver about his feelings. When Taylor fainted in front of Steffy, her daughter's concern intensified, prompting her to rush Taylor to the hospital. The entire family, including Ridge, gathered in suspense, fearing for Taylor's life. The doctors, led by Finn, began examining Taylor in hopes of discovering the root of her recurring heart issues. The unexpected diagnosis left everyone in shock. Taylor had suffered a ruptured aorta, a severe condition requiring immediate surgery. This misdiagnosis from Grace was a devastating blow to Taylor's health and nearly cost her life. Inside the emergency room, Finn and his team worked against the clock to save Taylor, racing to prevent a tragic outcome. Hours passed in a tense atmosphere, with the Forrester family anxiously awaiting updates. Finally, Finn emerged, informing them that Taylor had pulled through the immediate crisis. However, her long-term prognosis was grim. Finn revealed that she had only a few months left, casting a dark shadow over the family's hopes. Steffy, overwhelmed by the news, faced the stark reality that her time with her mother was limited. Ridge, too, struggled with regret and sorrow, his unresolved emotions for Taylor adding to his anguish. The revelation that Grace had misdiagnosed Taylor's ruptured aorta shook everyone's faith in her, highlighting how a single error in judgment nearly led to tragic consequences. In the days to come, the Forrester family would grapple with both the impending loss of Taylor and the rift in trust caused by Grace's mistake. Each moment spent with Taylor now felt like a precious gift, as Steffy, Ridge, and their loved ones prepared to cherish every remaining day with her. This harrowing ordeal marked a significant turning point for Taylor and the Forrester family, shifting the focus to treasuring their time together as they navigated an uncertain future. The latest bold and the beautiful spoilers have delivered a bombshell as Carter and Eric team up to implement a new strategy that could shake the very foundation of Forrester Creations. Here's a breakdown of the intense developments and what they mean for Steffy's future at the company. Carter and Eric's controversial new plan. Carter and Eric devise a bold new strategy, introducing Ivy and Electra into Forrester Creations without Steffy's consent. This move puts Steffy's position in jeopardy and sparks an internal power struggle that could threaten her future within the company. Eric's decision to back Carter, despite the family hierarchy, introduces a surprising twist, leaving many questioning the future leadership at Forrester. Eric defies tradition and supports Carter. Traditionally a strong and steady leader, Eric makes an unexpected choice by siding with Carter and moving forward with their plan to integrate Ivy and Electra into the company. By doing so, Eric bypasses Steffy's authority, which causes immediate tension and sends shockwaves through the family. This unprecedented move undermines Steffy's role and brings the company's stability into question. Steffy feels betrayed by family. Steffy, already under immense pressure, is blindsided by Eric's support of Carter's plan. Feeling betrayed by her own family, she struggles to process the fact that her position at Forrester Creations may be threatened by the arrival of Ivy and Electra, two new players that she did not endorse. The emotional toll of the betrayal adds another layer of complexity to Steffy's relationship with her family, particularly with Eric. Shifting power dynamics at Forrester Creations. As the dynamics within Forrester Creations shift dramatically, the power struggle between Steffy and Eric intensifies. Tensions escalate as Eric's backing of Carter threatens Steffy's standing, and the previously harmonious family business becomes embroiled in conflict. Steffy must now decide how to navigate these internal challenges while keeping her position and reputation intact. Eric's ultimatum, Steffy's future in jeopardy. The stakes are raised when Eric hints at the possibility of firing Steffy if she continues to oppose the new direction of the company. This shocking ultimatum puts Steffy in an almost impossible position, forcing her to choose between compromising her principles or facing the harsh reality of losing her place at Forrester Creations. As the conflict comes to a head, the atmosphere at Forrester Creations is more intense than ever before. With this latest twist, the future of Forrester Creations hangs in the balance, and viewers are left wondering how Steffy will respond to the mounting pressures. Will she be able to retain her position, or will the introduction of Ivy and Electra mark the end of her reign at the company? In a dramatic twist on the bold and the beautiful, tensions escalate as Steffy Forrester makes a contentious decision that sends shockwaves through the Logan and Forrester families. In a bid to cut losses and strengthen Forrester Creations, Steffy opts to shut down Hope Logan's product line, hope for the future. While Steffy views this as a necessary business move, Brooke Logan perceives it as a personal attack against her daughter, igniting a fierce feud between the two families. Brooke, a fierce protector of her daughter, is outraged by Steffy's actions and sees them as a deliberate effort to undermine Hope's position in the fashion industry. As a result, Brooke is determined to confront Steffy head-on, insisting that Hope's hard work deserves recognition and respect. This confrontation is not just about business. It's deeply personal for Brooke, who feels that Steffy's motives are more vindictive than professional. The escalating conflict between Steffy and Brooke intensifies when Ridge Forrester, caught in the middle, sides with his daughter, believing her decision is crucial for the company's survival. He argues that Brooke is overreacting and failing to recognize Steffy's intentions. This stance creates a rift between Ridge and Brooke, testing their marriage and leaving them at odds. Brooke is deeply hurt by Ridge's lack of support, feeling that he is prioritizing Steffy's interests over their daughter's struggles. As the tension mounts, Brooke and Ridge find themselves in a precarious position. The brewing conflict could lead to another breakup, with fans concerned that Ridge's loyalty to Steffy may cost him his relationship with Brooke. Ridge's fatherly instinct to protect Steffy puts additional strain on his marriage, causing further complications in their already rocky relationship. The situation escalates dramatically when a heated argument between Brooke and Steffy culminates in a shocking confrontation. Brooke lashes out at Steffy, leading to a breakdown in communication that Ridge cannot tolerate. In a moment of anger, Ridge demands a divorce, leaving Brooke stunned and devastated. Unable to comprehend that their marriage could end over a disagreement involving Steffy, Brooke pleads with Ridge to reconsider, but he turns a deaf ear to her cries. The fallout from this argument spirals into chaos as Brooke, overwhelmed with emotion and feelings of betrayal, turns her anger towards Taylor Hayes, Ridge's mother. In a fit of rage, Brooke confronts Taylor and, in a moment of extreme emotional turmoil, commits an unthinkable act. She stabs Taylor multiple times. The attack is swift and brutal, leaving Taylor incapacitated and bleeding on the ground. Realizing the gravity of her actions, Brooke is consumed by guilt and despair. The moment of anger has irrevocably altered her life, leading to tragic consequences. As she collapses next to Taylor, now motionless and lifeless, Brooke grasps the enormity of her crime. In a desperate bid for redemption, she calls the police and confesses, surrendering to the reality of her situation. When law enforcement arrives, Brooke is arrested for murder, marking a devastating turn for a woman who has always championed love and family. Ridge, meanwhile, grapples with regret and sorrow, realizing that their tumultuous argument has spiraled into a catastrophe that neither of them could have anticipated. As he reflects on the events that unfolded, he comes to understand that his departure from Brooke may have precipitated this tragic outcome. The repercussions of Brooke's momentary loss of control have far-reaching effects, shattering her marriage and leading to the untimely death of Taylor. Ridge is left to deal with the overwhelming grief of losing his wife to a crime driven by emotion and conflict, and the families must navigate the aftermath of this shocking tragedy. As the dust settles, it becomes clear that the events surrounding Hope, Steffy, Brooke, and Ridge will lay the groundwork for intense drama in the upcoming episodes of Asterisk, The Bold and the Beautiful Asterisk. The consequences of anger and betrayal are poised to unfold, setting the stage for a riveting exploration of love, loss, and redemption in the world of high fashion. Bold and Beautiful is teasing a shakeup at mainstay Forrester Creations that could well affect everyone on the canvas. What will happen when the boat is rocked and nearly capsized at the fashion house? Well, let us tell you. Executives and designers butting heads at Forrester is par for the course on Bold and Beautiful, but what's coming promises to leave the landscape forever changed. While it's not hard to picture a member of the Forrester or Logan clan causing an uproar, The last person we'd ever have thought would be responsible for making controversial moves that could change the dynamics of the entire canvas is the very one that's behind it, Carter Walton. Yet a bold and beautiful spoiler clearly states that Carter shakes up the boardroom with a daring vision for Forrester Creations, igniting fierce debates and unexpected alliances among the Forresters and Logans. We've already seen a sneak peek of what he'll be bringing to the table, which include his push to up the funding for Hope for the Future and his sudden proposal to bring back the jewelry line with Ivy at the helm. The idea of throwing more money and resources at a failing fashion line hasn't gone over well with either of the co-CEOs, and Carter's unorthodox method of introducing his proposal to reinstate the jewelry line got Steffy's back up. But, as Carter told Ivy and Electra, he isn't about to give up. Teasers indicate that Ivy will go to Eric to pitch the idea for the jewelry line and get him on board, while Steffy will share her concerns about Carter with his pal and her father, Ridge. The foundation is being laid for Forrester Creations to become divided down the middle. But it's who will side with who that will provide the shakeup. Unexpected alliances could mean that Brooke will side with Steffy, or Ridge might side with Steffy against his friend Carter and his lady love, Brooke, and her daughter Hope. Or everyone might oppose Steffy, which could leave her leadership in question. The biggest twist would be Ridge siding against his longtime best friend, Carter, who is passionate about his vision for the company. Ridge shutting him down would change their dynamic moving forward, and perhaps leave Walton questioning if he's really family, as they've always claimed. Moreover, Ridge taking a stand on Hope for the Future that doesn't align with Brooke, and Hope's wishes to give it more time and resources, could lead to the breakdown of his relationship. That, in turn, could affect Deacon's relationship with Sheila, who already has her back up about Brooke confiding in him recently, and slash or wreak havoc on Bill's chances of getting Katie back. Both Sheila and Katie would be wary of a single Brooke making the rounds. Should everyone oppose Steffy, and the decision is made to hire Ivy to bring back the jewelry line, that will certainly impact the object of Ivy's affections, Liam, who is currently trying to reconcile with Hope, who is already in a secret blossoming romance with Carter. It will also affect Taylor, who will no doubt go to bat for her daughter and be battling everyone, even as she's supposed to be avoiding stress due to her heart problems. This might have Ridge jumping in to care for her and cause a rift with Brooke. If Steffy nixes the jewelry line but offers Electra a job as an intern, the young woman who fell for Will at first sight may find herself torn if the Logans and Forresters declare war. As Katie's son, he's expected to be loyal to the Logans, while Electra is a Forrester. Romeo and Juliet anyone? If Brooke, as a member of the executive, sides with Steffy regarding the jewelry line, even as the brunette announces cuts to Hope for the Future, that will strain the relationship between mother and daughter. Should Eric be pulled into a Logans versus Forrester feud and show signs of stress that negatively affect his health, Donna's life will be affected, and we could have her up in arms and entering the fray. So you see how this shakeup and these unexpected alliances could affect almost everyone currently on the canvas and leave things changed for good. What do you think will go down in the Forrester boardroom? Let us know in the comment section. B&B/Liam is slapped with harsh truth. The Bold and the Beautiful has been working on a love triangle for quite some time. However, one part of this triangle, Liam Spencer, may now be heading towards a major disappointment. As per the previous developments on the soap, Liam is hopeful about fixing his relationship with his ex-wife Hope Logan. What if he comes face to face with a harsh truth as Hope and Carter are having serious emotional confrontations? Could there be twists swirling up? Let's unveil a plot together. Liam's dedicated plan to win Hope back. B&B's Liam Spencer and Hope Logan have had a turbulent relationship over the years, in the past, which led to their divorce and separation. Hope, after having some flop shows, has finally started experiencing some real love again. But Liam seems to be the one taking his steps backward. After facing severe commitment issues and wavering, he has finally decided to put his whole and soul efforts to win Hope back. He is also confident about his strategy, barely knowing that he's late in the row and somebody has already grabbed the opportunity. Hope has rejected Liam many times for now and is already moving on with her new love interest Carter Walton. As Liam is adamant to win her back and does not want to give up on his plan any sooner, he will ultimately have to battle this competitor Carter. Though he'll try to convince Hope that a reunion is a rather good idea, what happens when he realizes the gravity of the issue? Liam barges in at the wrong time. Soon after, he might also realize that his efforts are going in vain when he gets to see how close they have gotten by this time. The speculation is that Steffy Forrester is suspicious of Hope's line, hope for the future, and she will clash with Carter about the same in the upcoming episodes. This would look like a good opportunity to Liam, so to be of some help he could discuss the deal with Carter to revive Hope's line. Liam is appreciative of the support Carter has provided to Hope, so we could catch them together juggling on the issue. It could be Carter's place or Forrester Creations. But what if Liam joins him at the wrong moment and time? Though Hope has cleared Carter about her plans on escalating the relationship as she wasn't ready to hop on the next level, but that could change as well. Now imagine Liam shows up with a bright idea, but finds Carter and Hope romancing on a couch or steps in Carter's house when two of them are heading towards their first intimate romance. This encounter will leave Liam hopeless and disappointed. Of course, the bold and the beautiful spoilers suggest that soon Liam's myth about his successful reunion with Hope could burst him into tears. He might be getting closer to discover the reality of Hope and Carter's relationship. But do you want Liam to step back and let Carter and Hope be together? For more such the bold and the beautiful spoilers, keep reading Soap Opera Daily. What are your thoughts on the storyline for Liam Spencer? Do share in the comments.